Hello guys, we are back with another Leetcode problem and today is day 18 of February. Let's see the today's question. And today's question is remove k digits. It's a medium question and it's a highly liked question. So let's dive into the question directly. So you have a given a string num representing a non-negative integer num, okay, and an integer k. What you're going to do? You are going to return the smallest positive integer after doing some operation. What the operation? You have to remove k digits from this num and make the answer as much as smallest. So yeah, that's your duty. Let's understand with the example one. So you have given this string num and given a k value 3 in that case. So your duty to remove the 3 digits from this num and try to make smallest possible integer by doing the operation. So what you are going to do, let's understand with exam explanation. You remove 3 elements 4 3 2 and this 4 this 3, let's say this 2, and to form this new number 1219, which is the smallest. Yeah, that's absolutely right. In that case you can't able to make a smallest element than this. Okay, let's understand with example 2. You have given this num and your duty to remove one element from this num. So if you try to remove this 0, so it's a 1020. It's not as much more smaller than, and here you say you if you remove one element you can get 202. If I remove this one, so my actual value is 200. Leading 0, it doesn't have any value. So it means I got 200. So that's pretty much straightforward, I guess. Mhm. And what here I'm seeing, num is equal to 10 and k is equal to 2. Okay, and return 0 in that case. If I remove two digits, this one and this 0, what's I'm getting? I'm getting empty array, but I have to return 0 in that case. So it's pretty much straightforward. If I can't able to make any answer, in that case I'm going to, if my answer is going to be 0 and size is going to be 0, in that case I'm returning 0 string. So that is pretty much straightforward. Let's write the code, then you understand what's my logic actually. So I'm adding string ans, it initially 0, and I have to traverse all the array. For traversing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to traverse it and I add it into the C. I made it this ans and I'll add it this one in my ans. And what I'm going to do, if my ans doesn't have any value, in that case what I'm going to, let's cut this thing. If my if my if if my character have possess 0, let's see, if my leading character possess 0, in that case I don't add any, I didn't want to add it. But if my string, let's say if that's the case, if you have this number 001, so I don't want to add this 0 in my ans, so that's why I'll just make it this thing happen. But if I have this, I don't want to add these zeros, but I want to add these zeros. So for not adding this 0, I'll make this condition. But if I want to add these zeros, what I'm going to do, uh, this contain a value non-zero, so I'll, in that case my ans contains some possess some size. So if my ans possess some size greater than 0, in that case I didn't care about what it's a non-zero or 0 element. What's my duty? I have to add this into the scene. So that's all about that. And if that case, let's say 2 3 4, 2. If that the case, sorry, and 1. If that the case, what's my duty? Let's say I given this string and I want to delete two element from here. So which element I delete? I can't make answer. I can make answer. So for that case, if I delete this 4 and 3, I can make a smallest answer in that case. So how can I know which element I have to delete it? Wanted to must be deleted. So you observe one thing. If I delete this one, so my value is starting from this 2. It may be greater than this. If I want to delete one element, if I delete this, my answer will be greater. If I delete this 2, it's a middle of that because this is 1. If I delete it's a smallest than my previous version. If I delete this 3, it's smallest than my previous. If I delete this, it's a smaller than my previous. So what does it actually mean? It's actually mean if I delete a element, if I delete this element, it doesn't make much more sense. If I delete this one, it make more sense because if I delete this 4, I got 1 2 3 2, but if I delete this, I get 1 2 3 4. It's a greater than my previous one. So here one thing you have to notice, whenever you got a smallest value, if my c is smaller than my last element of ans, in that case I have to remove this element. If let's say in that case my k is equal to 2, so it must I have to delete this 4 and this 2, this 3 2. So for making this thing, what here I am using while loop. If my ans have some values, if my ans size is greater than 0 and my ans dot size, it means my last element of ans is greater than my c. That's the case. If my this ans greater, if my c is pointing here and my ans is here, ans last element is here, if this is greater, I have to must delete this element. And but before deleting this element, I have to check it my k is positive or not. If my k is positive or my k is greater than 0, in that case what I'm going to do, I have to first and foremost I have to reduce my k by 1, and after reducing I have to pop the last element which is present in my ans string. Pop it. That's all about that. And let's say and it do its own job. But let's say that's not a case and this is a case 1 2 3 4 5, and I want to delete k is equal to, let's say 2. I want to delete 2 element from here. So first then I did this one and I added this one because why, when I deleted, when my this element is smaller than my next one, so in that case no one element is be present which is the previous, it's greater than the before after element. So this one is not greater than this 2, this 2 is not greater than this 3, and this 3 is not greater than 4, and 4 is 5. So in that case what's my duty? I can't delete any element in that case. So I go to the out of the bond. What's my duty? I have to I have delete until, okay, where I should delete. If I deleted starting element, it contain greater values. If I delete last element, it may be present, it must be present our answer 1 2 3 smallest in that case. So here I do the same thing. If until my case reaches to the end, what's my duty? I have to pop back the element. And here what I'm going to do, if my ans dot size is equal 0, in that case I'm going to return a zero string. If not the case, I'm going to return my ans. That's it. Let's run this code, guys. Uh, it's accepted. Let's submit this code. And it's accepted. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I resolve your doubt as soon as possible. Until then, keep grinding, guys.